Alright everyone, welcome to Zelda Speedruns 2. You'll be seeing the No IM Run Warp tournament for Ocarina of Time. This is winners round 3 between Valient, Link, and Cruxer. This is first place versus 5th place. This is going to be a really good match. A really, really good race. Hope you're ready for it. Today commentating, you have myself, Average Greg, along with Mubsy.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, this race here is definitely shaping up to be probably the hypest one I've seen in this tournament so far as far as anticipation goes. We'll see what actually happens during the race, but both runners here are very capable of performing on an extremely high level, and this should be a very, very close race, I think.
Yeah, for sure. This is a race that can go either way. There's no way of calling this one. Valiant is the more experienced player, obviously being the world record holder, but Cruxer is a lot more practiced recently. He's been running this category a lot over the last 3 months or so, and he's improved his time an awful lot since then, so it's going to be a really exciting match.
Yeah, as someone who's lost to him in this tournament so far, I say that he's definitely a force to be reckoned with. And
oh right, I forgot you actually faced each other in the first round, didn't you?
Yeah, I certainly did.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, I tried to as well.
Yeah.
But he's been getting better and better, like lower and lower PBs over the last couple weeks, so.
Yeah, he's brought his time down from a high 119 to a mid 116, so
yeah,
a lot of improvement.
I think it's really low 116 now.
It might be actually, yeah. I can't remember where it is exactly.
I think he's like almost at 115 now, like within like 5 or 10 seconds.
116.15, I think, around that. I'll have to check. Uh, 116.16. So yeah, very low.
Alright, looks like we should be getting started soon. I think we're just waiting a moment here for Valient to load up off of the practice round. I don't blame him though, gotta get in that last minute practice before the race.
What's good about this race is that both players are playing on different consoles, different versions of the game, so I always like watching N64 versus VC. It's really cool to see the differences.
Job of splitting up the cutscenes and all that, and you know, just adds a little bit of a rivalry between consoles.
VG is for life.
I think we're just about ready to get started now, though.
Yep.
It's funny because their initials together add up to be VC.
It's a sign, man. VC has taken the win this time.
And we're off. Alrighty. Well, nothing much to do but get hyped for the first 3 minutes here. Both runners just going to be mashing some texts here. And not even just yet. They've got to wait about a minute and a half for a minute 20 before they start mashing.
Yeah, it's a pretty slow start to any Ocarina of Time run. You get a nice 3-minute intro to get through before you actually play the game.
Exactly, followed by another cutscene usually as well. But once you pass all of this stuff here, it's going to be getting real exciting real fast, seeing which runners go for West Escape, who goes for Walking While Talking, because, I mean, if you're on N64 without a sword, you don't really have a backup if you go for West Escape.
I imagine Valient will probably go for West Escape, but then fall back on Walking While Talking as a backup. Yeah. Probably by 2 sticks.
Yeah, I can see he was practicing it right before, so I can see him going for the West Escape.
Yeah, I think he has to, really. Like, he knows that Cruxers are going to be a challenge for him to get past, so he needs to put out any big boy strats he can. And of course, same goes for Cruxer as well. Cruxer knows going up against Valient, he's going to play out of his mind to really have a chance against him.
You know, both runners very capable of playing out of their minds at any given
Yeah.
time, so...
For sure.
When I found out that, you know, I was actually going to get to commentate this race here, you know, I was just super happy because I knew that this was going to be a real banger of a race here.
Yeah, it's gonna be real tight. So already VC has taken a slight lead because of lag in the intro, which I found quite funny.
Yeah, there's usually a couple seconds worth here, I think. I think it adds up to about 3 seconds over the course of it all.
Yeah, overall, if both players play like exactly the same kind of skill level, then ideally N64 will get to adult first, but you never know.
Yeah, usually N64 should take the lead just because all of the time save they get by doing blank ape on bottom of the well.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the time loss don't come into effect until the later half of the run when you're dealing with a lot of lag.
Yeah, in the last like 10 minutes or so alone, N64 loses a good chunk of time just to lag because of the Ganondorf tower collapse and the Ganon fight. Alright, but now right off the bat, we're going to see differences from all the runners. Cruxer's going to go get the sword and go buy a shield, and then Valiant's going to go get some sticks and nuts.
Pretty standard rupee route for Valient, but it does indicate that he is going for West Escape.
Yeah, going for the 2-stick. Gonna be getting 35 rupees here. Use 20 to buy 2 sticks and then 15 to buy a set of 5 nuts.
Meanwhile, Cruxer is just doing bridge clip in a moment here.
Very nice.
Try.
Alright, Balance doing West Escape, let's see how he gets on. Nails it, by the looks of it. Actually got a reload there, so...
Yeah, same here.
Oh, looks like he didn't clip in. Yeah, he didn't clip in. That's unfortunate.
Oh, yeah, that really is.
It's a bit of a time loss. He's got to do walking while talking escape now instead, which means that Cruxer might take the lead here.
Ooh, Cruxer missing the west off of the platform there. We'll see if maybe he goes for a backup one off of this.
Nah, it's like he's just gonna go for a pokey escape instead.
Oh, Valient loses his map. That's gonna be hard.
Uh-oh. Yeah, this is awkward. This is gonna be an awkward walking while talking escape. He's gotta try and manage this somehow.
Yeah, this...
Uh-oh. Valiant's so lost. Oh, he made it, Okay,
oh
we're good.
My goodness, he made
Wow.
it out. I was about to say he should just cut his losses and save and quit and do it again.
Damn. Well played.
Yeah, if you land on top of one of anywhere where Link ends up falling and kind of grabbing a fence or ledge, then you'll actually lose the map there. And it looks like that's what happened to Valient, and was able to eventually navigate his way out of the tunnel, but it can be very difficult when you've got no idea, based on anything except for sound, where you are on the map right now.
Yeah, it's a little tricky to navigate using that. So well played to Valiant, showing its experience at that trick.
But it does mean a slight lead for Cruxer. I mean, having a 5:30 escape is pretty far off of what you're looking for on N64. You should be aiming for under 5 minutes.
Yeah,
If you're doing walking while talking escape, or even lower if you're doing the West escape. So
yeah, VC, I think West escape. If you do West escape, then you're looking at an average of like a 5:10. With Poke escape, maybe on average like a 5:20. So it is possible for VC players to skip this owl using a precise, not like a precise, but like an ESS shuffle. But if you fail it, then you have to, you miss your time of day cycle. You have to wait outside castle an entire night, which isn't good. It's a big time loss. So Cruxer are playing it safe, not going for it, and deciding to just take the slower strat.
yeah, Valient going for a little bit of swag here. Decides to go for inverted camera.
Cam.
I think this might be maybe the lineup of West a little better, but
Possibly, yeah. Well, Cruxer gets the West into Kakariko. That skips an hour outside. Just the same thing that Valiant's doing here. There's a little ESS shuffle he's doing here. There's skipping this out text. And that means that their time of day advances further.
most importantly, though, you don't have to talk to the owl. And while time of day is still advancing, while most of the owl is going, while the text is up for about 2 seconds, you're losing time. So that saves about 2 seconds there.
Yeah. Cruxer's into the well first. And he's waiting again his bomb choose.
Looks like things are going well for Valient now.
Yeah, he got the backflip in.
Yeah, the slightly quicker Cucko with nuts strategy.
Yeah. I wonder if he'll save here to, just in case he fails Blanco. Nope. I don't know what I expect from Valient, honestly.
Now, Cruxer gets his Ocarina dive pretty nicely there.
Yeah, very nice. Both players are outbound, swimming towards the bomb chew chest.
Yeah, N64 proven to be a little stronger here. Takes a deficit and turns it into a slight advantage here by maybe about 10-15 seconds now.
Yeah, it's not a huge disparity, but definitely an advantage for Valiant. And we see here Cruxer using a certain strategy to get his health down to a certain amount for the Zelda by cutscene skip. He took a half damage from the sculpture coming in, a full heart from this voiding, and then take another half a heart later on at the ancient castle town. Now put him at a perfect health, whereas Valiant's have to play with some stealth children in Hyrule Field to get his health down a bit lower.
Yeah, or use the Skulltula in the tree, depending on what strats they go for. But I get a feeling we're going to see Valiant go for Owl Skip or something.
Oh yeah, almost certainly.
That's why you want to commentate these races here, because they're doing the strats that no one else will do in a race.
Yeah, when you got like this kind of big boy match, you really gotta play all the stops.
We're taking damage from the stall posts, they're stall children, so it looks like he's maybe going for Owl Skip, but we'll see.
He was doing practice of it before the race started, so I assume that's what he's doing. Well, Crux again on this bridge, again there's rupees. Down to a full heart. So Brandon is actually slightly ahead, even more because of time of day disparity. His time of day is advanced further, so he is slightly further ahead in getting this.
Oh, no.
Ooh. Yeah, no asking for Valiant, unfortunately. The goal there is to pull that stick as you land on the ground and before you climb the vines, so that you skip the text. Cruxer gets the delay. He can put it off all the way. That's a frame. Very nice. Skips the L. And both players here go for this seam walk.
Valient pulls the first time, but gets up pretty quickly after that. I think he'll still get there before day.
Yeah, Crocs is struggling a little bit. He's got the line up here though. And you can see jump slash up. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I have an error. Valiant's on an N64. Okay, gets the damage boost. Gets it. Very nice. And he's in the crawl space onto guards. Crocs are also getting it first time. Nice on both players.
You can see Valient facing the guards here. Hopefully his luck goes better than it was in practice before.
Yeah, in practice he was getting a little bit unlucky with these guys.
I think he was going for frame perfect there, whereas he's just going for functional right now.
Yeah.
He's getting pretty fortunate with the guards.
Yeah, it's him a Cruxer here. He's
okay. He goes for the big boy strats there.
Nice.
Skips the last guard with the frame perfect side hops.
Same with Cruxer, looks of it. Yep, very nice. Both players make it through guards unscathed. And Valient, of course, putting the stick in Zelda's face.
Yeah, that one's not as scary because you only need like 1 or 2 frame perfect side hops to get by them there, but it's still pretty hype.
Yeah. In PB attempts, both runners would go for what we call YOLO guards, where you just side hop past them frame perfectly and don't even care if you get caught or not.
Valient being lewd and pulling his stick out, Cruxer not.
Cruxer has no stick to pull out. Actually, he could have equipped it, but that'll be, time lost, getting back, so
yeah,
just for me.
I guess you can pull out sword during, I guess.
Right? You could do,
as
but...
you talk to her, but...
You go for like pure swag points and power chew instead if you really want to.
Just be like, I don't need this. But then again, for true swag, you do need that bomb chew because you need that bomb chew for DC hover. Which would make the route a 1 bomb chew spirit hover, in which case you really do need that chew.
Oh wow, that'd be so slow. It just skips so many bomb uses up to that point. So unfortunately, because of how how close this race has been so far, both runners in this cutscene at the same time, it makes commentary a bit awkward for us, but...
Yeah, we got the cutscenes lining up right now, and they're probably going to be lining up a Master Sword as well.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate, but once we get past Master Sword, if Fizz will...
it's the sign of a good race.
Exactly, yeah.
If it wasn't close here, then something would be horribly, catastrophically wrong, so... You know what, I'll put up with a little bit of extra downtime here to help in this close race, and I'm sure all of you guys do the same thing as well. So let's see here. We got only a couple text boxes left for Valient. I think 8 after this here.
I don't know how many text boxes there is. I just keep mashing until it's over.
I just know the one where she puts her hands together and you get the yes/no thing there. After that thing's done and it zooms to the flowers, it's 8 more text boxes, and then you've got 2 more from the letter after that. But
good to know.
But that's kind of my snap back into it moment where I okay, it's enough downtime here. I need to actually start paying attention to playing the game again.
Valiant going for this cutscene skip.
Unbuffered.
Very nice. Very nice.
Unbuffered too. Very
That's
nice.
lenient, isn't it? That's pretty lenient, right? It's like 4 frames from that.
3 to 4. I'm not sure. I've heard
Yeah.
that there's an extra frame, but I've only ever used the 3.
That's pretty lenient for unbuffered.
It's just that you're like worried about how quickly you hit stick all the way to full input, but as long as you hit the right part of the window there, I'm sure it's still like a 2 to 3 frame window if you're doing it unbuffered and don't have like super quick stick movement.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, both runners going to be buying their shield now, slightly quicker to get the rupees that are along the way. Purchase the shield and have it auto-equip as you become adult than it is to get the shield and equip it once you go to graveyard. Kind
Yeah,
of
you think that
mandatory as well for the N64 route since you don't go to graveyard for a little while.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you would think that, at least on VC, if I was looking at the Graveyard Shield, but no, actually it's faster to buy it. Getting the Graveyard Shield actually quite a bit slower.
Yeah, plus it saves you, you know, having to equip it along with
Yeah.
all your other things, going to a different equipment page and all that.
Yep. Valiant again,
Nice
and very
unbuffered.
nice. Unbuffered swordless dot skip. That's not easy to do, that's pretty tricky. Cruxer again, nice unbuffered sword dot skip as well.
Yeah, a little bit easier, but definitely still impressive.
Yeah. Swordless dot skip is pretty tricky to get used to.
Yeah,
Especially
just
when
because
doing
it's a
unbuffered.
1-frame like window as opposed to a 2-frame jump slash window.
Yeah, you have to side hop, let go of target and stick, and then retarget, and then push, and then hold stick again. It's such an awkward series of inputs.
Yeah, and it's scary too when you're learning it because you don't want to lose your angle if you don't clip through if you had bad timing. So you need to make sure that your side hop timing is perfect every time you go for it, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I can see here, it looks like both runners are within about 8 to 10 seconds of each other, I'd say.
Yeah, about that. I imagine Rox will make some of that back in this cutscene just because of lag. I'm not sure this cutscene lags that much in 64, but I'm going to assume it does.
Yeah, I think he's gonna save 3 to 4 seconds here at least.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So I used to have all the timings for all the major cutscenes down in my head for exactly how long they should take, and then when I swapped over, I was like, am I just being bad with mashing? Like, what's going on?
No, you just could take the same cutscene length and just add on like 15 seconds for each cutscene. That's usually about right.
Yeah, roughly every like minute, you want to add like another second of lag, on average.
That's a pretty good estimate, yeah.
Because on a 3-minute intro cutscene, it's about 3 seconds, and then it's about 4 seconds on this 4-minute cutscene here. I assume most of the other cutscenes are pretty consistent with that as well.
Yeah, aside from the obvious ones like Tower Collapse, which is way more, obviously.
Yeah.
And anything involving Ganon is obviously way more.
Well, the actual Ganon cutscenes aren't that bad. The moment you, like, you know, get your last hit on him, and it goes to a cinematic mode, it's, you know, full 20 FPS. It's just during the fight, it's that horrible.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, it's more of him transforming into Ganon than the actual fight itself. It's just like,
Yeah, the
oh,
transformation
it's a
is
slideshow.
laggy. Yeah, then once you killing him and he's already transformed, it's not laggy. I don't understand the game sometimes. Like pretty much the same things are rendered on the screen. Yet one of the options just lags on you. But
Mm. Alright, we're almost out of this cutscene. One little conversation left with Sheik, and then we can finally get back to playing the game.
yep, Sheik will tell you to check out all sorts of different temples and then suggest you go get a hook shot at the graveyard, but only one of these runners is going to be taking that advice. For now, anyways.
Yeah. How was that?
I don't know. I just muted and unmuted while I was drinking tea, just so no one would have to hear me slurp my delicious tea. And I don't know if I made some weird noise when I unmuted it.
Yeah, it just sounded like a fan or something in the background. All right, well, we'll find the other cutscenes. So this is where the routes diverge, like the major way. Valiant's gonna be going to DC to get bombs, and then go get magic and Miniware Forest. While Cruxer's gonna be construct the graveyard to get hookshot, and then do Shadow Temple.
Yeah, they're basically doing the same things, but in a different order. And this is strictly so that N64 can make use of the quick kill bongo that's only available on the 1.0 version of the game.
Yeah, as well as having bombs early means they can do bomb strats to skip the boss key and all that in Shadow Temple, as well as do more Hesses around and get some more faster movement tech.
Yeah, save a couple chews. Then again, you can use a couple bomb chews in places like this to speed up getting to the bombs themselves.
Yeah. There's a Hes far away from Valiant. Away from CAC, very nice. There is a strat in DC it's called DC Hover, where you use all your bomb chews to get to the bomb chest earlier. But it's a difficult strat, and also means you have to do an alternate strat to get up to the Mirror Shield later on in Spirit Temple, called Spirit Jump, which is a little bit tricky to pull off.
Yeah, and with the fact that he used the one chew for the Hess there, I don't think we'll be seeing any DC hovers.
Yeah, I mean, DC Hover is like, I think it's 6 chews, so I think it's chew perfect. But I imagine he'll probably just go for DC normally. Meanwhile, Cross is racing Dampe. Get your bets in chat. I'm going with 47. I have faith.
Yeah, I don't think Dampe's going to be a dick today.
That was close.
Ooh, I would have got hit
close.
by that. I know for a fact I would have got hit by that one. I've got a larger hitbox when I do Dampe.
So if you weren't aware, if you get hit by a flame back through a door you've already been through, then you just get voided out, and you're back to start the race, and you lose like a minute. It's really bad.
I'm thinking it's going to be a 48 now based on the timing. Just because he rolled that extra time, but... No, really high 47.
Really high 47, really nice, Cruxer. Got the power, man. Meanwhile, Valiant's making his way through DC. Not doing doing DC Hover quite yet.
A little bit of box movement there, but with the side hops up a slope, it might actually prove to be faster. If Valiant's doing it, I'm sure it is.
Oh, nice swag.
Not only swag, but that actually saves some time there too.
It does, yeah. Cruxer intentionally avoiding Ned to get back to the start of the race. Faster than him to go through the mill. Now doing hookshot jump, which I don't understand. I don't understand this trick works. It just works.
Yeah, it's like airplanes, you know. I understand that they work. I just don't understand how they work.
I'm pretty sure it uses magic last time, and it still remains true.
Yeah, it's magic, you know. It It works by magic, and that's all there is to it.
Yeah. This scene walk can be a little bit trolly. You can get stuck in certain places and have to do some adjustments to get out of it. But it's a pretty clean one for Cruxer. Taking his time in that lineup, making sure he doesn't slip out bounce by accident. Now he's in Shadow Temple.
He's had some pretty sketchy looking seam walks lately that he saved himself by.
Oh yeah.
Did you see that clip where he went for the side hop and got a backwards side hop that saved him?
Yeah, I was in the stream at the time. It was a pretty monk-esque moment.
So nice test from Valient there.
Yeah, making good use of those bombs you got.
Luring the one Skulltula out of the way there, because they can be... Oh,
ooh,
it's hit by the second one. Not a massive time loss, but...
Yeah, that's fine. That's a decent dead hand spawn for Cruxer. Ideally, you want dead hand to spawn outside of his like hands arena, because otherwise you can't pull off the quick kill on him.
Yeah, and ideally close to you as well, because he can be off on the far side outside the circle, but by the time you make it around, he's kind of lured his way back into the middle.
Alright, so here we go. See Cruxer go for the boat skip. He's probably safe. Yeah, he's gonna save here. Smart choice. I think everyone so far has saved. I'm gonna have a boots just in case. So he's gonna do a mega flip off this chew and then clip through the ground here and land in an unloaded area, which is the room before the boss with a boss door in it. So you're gonna navigate out of bounds to the boss door and then do a ledge clip into a damage boost to get past the boss door without getting the boss key at all. This is a pretty precise trick. That mega flip is 2 frames to drop and roll, and then it's also 1 frame. It's 1 frame to backflip. And this trick here, I always thought this was 2 frames for dropping the chew for rolling and 1 frame for the target. But I learned like half an hour ago this actually has more working frames than I thought it did. You just kind of adjust it. I don't know what they are, but apparently there are more working frames to this. So I wasn't aware.
Yeah. Everything goes good for Cruxer though. Gets through one of the scarier parts of the run pretty easily.
Yeah, that's a big run killer right there. Valient getting a nice hairstyle down the Death Mountain Trail. And trying to manage his health in such a way that he can be a half a heart going to the Menuet of the Menuet Forest cutscene. So you can skip it the same way he did the ZL cutscene. And Bongo's a joke.
You say that, but you know, we've had some runners die to Bongo in this round.
Yeah, no, there are times when Bongo can get his revenge for sure.
Maybe if you're on BC, not so much on N64.
Alright, Valient getting a nice ground jump there. I started to like this strat where you hold target while on the
yeah, so that you keep your angle the whole way.
That and also means you can't get a crit wiggle and accidentally jump off the ledge.
Yeah, that'd be nice too. I've always just done it because it kind of saves having to target in that last hallway there.
Yeah, you can just flick down and go.
Yeah, you just need to make sure you're against that left wall enough, because if you're even just the littlest bit not against the wall, it's too far to the right, you get hit by the dude and you die.
Yeah, exactly.
And Moblin has no remorse for your slight errors in position, so...
Yeah, it's pretty forgiving, but there are times where you can just get absolutely trolled by him.
Yeah, now Valient gonna be doing most of the same stuff that Cruxer just did here, except he's gonna have bombs to do it all, so he can get to where he needs to go a little bit faster.
Valient almost got the swaggiest of swagger there. During the relay, he managed to get a inverted cam 1-bomb super slide pad over the Kakariko. It was sick.
Gives up on the 1-bomb super slides and just passes it.
Yeah. Besides, it isn't worth going for the swag strats anymore. I guess the fantastic Kakariko. He's under 8 bombs here, so he's gonna try to farm this this grass patch here to get more bombs. He ideally wants to get 2 bomb drops, but he gets 1, it's not that bad, because he can get that 1 in Tempe's grave, that's guaranteed. Hello everyone from Zelda Speedruns, welcome to a No I Am Run Walk
2 bomb
race.
drops.
Oh, 2 bomb drops of Valient, very nice.
That might mean he can do a few extra passes that he wouldn't normally go for.
Yeah,
Better just skip the bombs in here. I think skipping the bombs down here might actually be the way to go.
He's going for them anyway. He wants max bombs. All the bombs he can get. I don't blame him. Bombs are a valuable resource.
Yeah, definitely. Meanwhile, Cruxer finally out of the cutscene there, making his way up the mountain. Will have hookshot to speed his way along a little bit more. Really useful against the Skulltulas towards the end, but
It's like a pretty decent race of Valient. He had to make 1 dodge, I saw so far. Otherwise, pretty decent Tempe race.
I think he could potentially get a 46.
Yeah, I think he might be on pace for it. Either a high 46 or low 47 by the looks of it. Yeah,
really low
47.
47.
Damn.
Throws in the quick spin at the end just because swag.
Yeah. So that's C47s, both players, it's pretty nice. Nice pause frame from Valient, very nice. The sick backflip sword pull. Right now we have no idea who's winning because they're in different routes. So we won't know who's ahead until Cruxer gets Minuet and Valient does Shadow Temple.
Yeah, like, Valiant screwed up at the very beginning, but not that much time, and he's been playing pretty well since then.
Yeah, and Cruxer's been pretty solid throughout. No major time losses for him at all.
Valient was getting a little bit trolled by the post there, had to get nabbed at ISG.
Yeah, if you miss ISG twice, or doing a steam walk, then you have to get ISG from Navi instead, because the Poe runs away from you. No I Am Run Warp stands for item manipulation run warping. Basically, beat the game as fast as you can without using those glitches.
I think Valiant did a jump slash at the end to make sure that he landed in bounds there. Just
to secure it. Smart choice.
Yeah, because it looked like it was 50-50 whether he was in bounds or not, so...
Yeah.
We should know pretty soon who's in the lead. The moment that he's done save warping from
Shadow Temple.
Yeah. Should line up with around the time that Cruxer is doing Minuet.
I think Cruxer might be slightly ahead. I'm not too sure, honestly.
I don't know. Valient was a little bit ahead of Master Sword cutscene, and I'm pretty sure the bomb route here is slightly faster. For this part of the run anyways, just because it gets to do more Hesses and everything.
Yeah. Kind of depends how this boat skip goes. Yes, just the same trick that Cruxer did with a bomb instead. Making a save after killing that, nice.
Yeah, after the unbuffered Mega Flip part to that too.
I mean, it's fine for SSC4 because they have a lot of bombs to work with, whereas BC can't afford to waste any chews. So it's more important to save before going for the trick.
Even the best can have troubles pausing on this
Yeah.
this part of the dungeon. This is probably the worst pause buffering of any part of Ocarina of Time I've ever experienced.
This is gross.
Oh, he finally gets it there. That's going 1 frame there is like, it feels like a gamble.
Yeah. Here's one of the big advantages of N64 is this fast kill right here.
Oh,
By doing
looks
this
like he's
fast kill.
going for the ISG.
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn right. Glitchless strats right there, boys. Sort of.
Pseudo glitchless.
Sort of glitchless. So what happened there was there's an exclusive glitch to 1.0 version of the game where you can drop a bomb down a hole and damage Bongo before the fight starts. And it means that when you jump down there, the cutscene that normally plays if you dropping down into there doesn't play at all. So you save about 35, 40 seconds when skipping that. Very nice strat.
The most runners go for an ISG to infinitely stun lock him there, but Valient going for the slightly faster, swaggier strats of crouch stabbing perfectly, which is a 2-frame window, I believe.
It is a different window, yeah. It isn't that bad, honestly. Like, if you can keep rhythm, it's pretty simple. Some players use a metronome, but don't do that, that's bad.
I mean, whatever helps you, you know, get good.
Yeah, if you want to, cheat.
I mean, we're in a day and age where people have adapters to fix their dead zones.
Yeah. Look, mate, look. That's not important, okay? Not important at all.
Both runners, though, this is looking like it's going to be pretty close coming out of here, because...
Yeah.
Just getting into the meadow now. As long as the save warp at the end of this cutscene more or less lines up with the save and quit from Minuet here, then the 2 runners are like neck and neck, basically.
This is basically neck and neck, yeah. Is that gonna work? That should work.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, they are neck and neck. Basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep. There's a save, there's a quit, there's a save.
Yeah, this screen's literally faded out. Like, I think Cruxer is a half-second lead because he doesn't have to look at the main logo there, but...
This is ridiculously close.
And the main menus are a little bit slower on N64 as well, so...
Yeah, the main menu runs at 60 FPS, but the 64 can't handle that, so it just runs at like 30 FPS instead.
Which I don't understand why it can't handle a 60 FPS just like text file select screen. Ooh, failed the Hess by Cruxer. That'll give a bit of time back to Valient.
Yeah, get the second one though. Yeah, this is where the routes converge. They're going to be basically the same here on out.
Yeah. Technically, he could go for Spirit Jump, but I don't think he will.
He's got 5 bomb chews, he won't go for Spirit Jump. If he would go for Spirit Jump, he would have done DC Hover. Oh, Cruxer getting stuck on the fence there. That's rough. Let's go cancel it and backwalk instead.
Ooh, that'll give the lead to Valient there.
Yeah, that's a tricky Hess to navigate because those fences are pretty close together, so you gotta really kind of thread that needle.
Yeah, it's something you just kind of get used to, though, about how much to turn and just try not to do anything stupid, but even the best of us will overturn every now and again.
Both one's gonna go for a Hess across the bridge here. Valient gets the Hess. Ooh, Cruxer gets a little bit trolled there, and his angle's a little off. They go for it again. He might go for Mega Cell up here if this doesn't work. Doesn't get a Hess again. Oh, this is awkward. Yeah, he's gonna do a Mega Cell as a backup here.
Mega Side Hop is pretty much impossible to fail here.
Yeah, this is a difficult has to get because you've got random bit of space to set it up.
Yeah,
and you
not
go,
a lot
and you
of
go.
time to react either.
Exactly, yeah. The reason why time of day is different is because the routes are different. So Valiant spent more time in areas where time of day passes as well. Also that, I just set time of day to daytime, and when my Cruxer set to daytime after the shadow, and also was in Deadman Trail and set it to nighttime during that.
Yeah.
So it looks like Valiant's going for this ground clip gate skip, whereas Cruxer's falling back on this old version of gate skip.
Old, tried, tested, and true.
Yeah, I think he's much worried about his bomb count more than anything else. He wants to save those 2 bombs.
Alright, let's all marvel in the hopefully full wasteland test from Valient.
Yeah. This is a hard test to do. But Valiant's experience at this, so he should probably be okay. Yeah, it looks good. Very nice.
Very, very nice.
Full wasteland.
It saves a lot of time, too.
Yeah. So we'll probably see Cruxer go for it as well here.
Yeah, he equips the hover boots, or the Kikiri boots from the hover boots there, so chances are he'll be...
Yeah.
Oh, Valiant gets a little trolled by the levers there. Going for a super slide. Usually you can use the lever damage to try to recoil you when you pick up the bomb to make that a really easy super slide.
Yeah. Oh, Cruxer cancels the hair halfway, isn't feel confident going for the full one. Very understandable, it's a hard test to get.
No grey hover for Valient.
Oh, unfortunate. That's just Valiant's starting a spirit hover here. In his last race against Mikami here, he failed this, so hopefully... Actually, no, he got it, but then he got Gwei trolled and got knocked off the seam. I'm looking at his camera at the last chew there. Very risky.
Not quite sure whether or not he should go yet.
Yeah, this Gwei is debating him hard right now. Oh, wait, oh my god!
Oh my goodness!
Oh, the sniper! So, Valient...
I thought he had time there. I heard the Gwei, and then like I didn't even hear the Gwei coming.
Oh my god! From downtown. So this is a chance for Cruxer to catch up and take the lead in a big way. If you get the Spirit Hover, he can be about a minute ahead, probably.
At least, yeah.
Yeah. This is just turning into a very interesting race. So, gonna try and lure this Gwei over here. Gets the Gwei Hover. He has just barely enough explosives to make this work. He's gonna have to either one bomb super slide or Hess across the gap. Because he's not got enough explosives. I'm pretty sure. Unless I'm carrying one. No, I'm carrying one, he's fine. He'll have 2 bombs left. All planned. There's the Gwei. Easy. Now all you could do is get onto the seam. Insist one to the left, climb the seam up, and he's at Silver Gauntlet. Very nice. He's probably gonna walk to loading zone, right? Yeah, just be safe. At least now if he fails this super slide, he can jump down and get more bombs and die to levers to respawn back up here. Gets a super slide. Have to go jump slash to victory. And he's over. Very nice, Cruxer, very nice.
Yeah.
Very, very clean Spirit Hover.
Textbook.
And now Cruxer has taken quite a huge lead.
Yeah, probably a minute and a half, 2-minute lead here. All because of the Gwei.
It's actually more because Valient goes for the super slide BK skip from the top. So all this progress he's doing right now in the dungeon doesn't mean anything at all. Nice swag quick spin kill.
You've got time after the boss dies, so it's not that big of a deal getting stuck in a long animation like that.
Yeah, I know it takes quite a long time to die. You don't want enough time to go up to the door. Let's go praying for good bomb luck here. These armors have a 50% chance to drop bombs. So hopefully you can get good luck here. Yeah, it does need at least one, because otherwise he can't kill the beam boss in the next room, so he needs to get at least one bomb drop here, which is likely to get.
Yeah,
He
it's
gets
highly
one.
improbable that, yeah, you're
Damn.
not going to get 1 out of 4.
Yeah. It can
I
happen,
think they're,
but...
what, like a 50% drop or something like that?
It is, yeah. 50% drop to drop bombs or nothing, so... Pretty decent chances. This isn't over by any stretch of imagination. There's still a lot of game to go. We've still got a good half hour plus of game left.
Yeah, a lot of things could go wrong.
Yeah, look what happened between here and in the end. Oh, Valient Void's out in the Anubis room.
Technically, it's faster to void out there, so...
Oh, because you got a cutscene. Makes sense.
I don't know if it was intentional, because it's pretty hard to make that happen when you want it to, but
Yeah.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. And what Cruxer going for is,
Statue climb.
yep, going for shield
Let's
scoot
get
stuff.
the second frame from Slash, very nice. Oh, Valiant, buddy. Sorry to hear that, man.
I mean, I couldn't hear that way either. And I'm listening to, you know, Valiant's feed for audio right now.
Yeah, oof. Cruxer fan this BK
Yeah,
skip.
luckily he does have a lot of bombs, so...
Yeah, and a lot of health to work with. Oh, man. Gets it.
Third time's a charm.
Yeah. Bit unfortunate, but that's fine. So that's 12 bombs, which is more than enough to finish the run. He needs one more here for this cutscene skip. And, what, 3 more in Forest Temple? And then 1 for Trail skip? Or 2, I guess, which one you use. So he's 5 for bombs.
Yeah, he's got just enough.
Yeah, as long as you get to Ingan's Tower with at least 3 bombs, you're good to go. I didn't get really lucky
with the bombs here.
Getting 3 bombs, which is good because he's not going to be going for this this pot because he's going for this BK skip instead. Alright, so you'll probably see Cruxer go for the Buru cutscene skip here. Quite a risky strat in a race because if you fail it, it's a huge time loss.
Yeah, it sends you back to the beginning of the temple instead of the last entrance of where you died.
High risk, high reward. Very nice. So clip out of bounds while the bomb kills the boss and the cutscene ends.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
Very, very clean.
Valient going for his super slide strats here. Nails it.
Yeah, this is an older strat. It's been around for a while, but a lot of the older runners, like Valiant, still use the strat because, you know,
if you do it with 1 pause or less, then it is like faster, so...
Yeah, it's fast. It's faster by like 7 seconds if you're doing like 2 or less pauses, I think. But also, Valient already beat the Anubis room and all that stuff, so in that situation, Statue Climb is actually way faster, like a minute faster. But, you know, preference, and he's more practiced at that strat than he is Statue Climb, so it makes sense, it goes for that.
Yeah, I mean, he did get it in 1 pause, so... Both runners just a mini boss versus a boss apart from the 2.
Yeah.
That was kind of a swaggy like hit on the
Yeah, I like that.
knuckle there from swung the other way.
I like that, yeah, the reverse slash. Rather than going for this old setup method instead. Same trick, just different setup for it.
Yeah, different way to avoid the slash from the green
Oh, that's
knuckle.
unlucky. Cruxer just got trolled hard by a rover.
Yeah, I saw that out of the corner of my eye after the one fight here finished.
Yeah.
And they're not even going for, like, normally when you miss a shot, they're like all on shooting at you a second time really quickly.
Yeah.
And
Rover's a bitch. How many is that for Cruxer? That 2 for Cruxer, I think? Or was it 3? I'm actually not paying attention at all. I think it's 3.
I think, yeah, probably around 3.
Okay, that was his 3rd one, so this is gonna be 4th one here. Kind of a bad to him, Rover. Getting a little bit trolled, unfortunately. That can happen though with Rover. And the swag just off the arena. I like that one a lot. Alright, so they are a twin Rover phase apart right now. Alright, so with Rover, in the first phase, you use hookshot to keep her in place so you can hit her easier. And the second phase, you use hookshot to move her to these platforms a little bit faster. Interesting kind of dichotomy there.
Yeah, basically, she's supposed to be able to dodge any kind of attack or anything like that, and it just so happens that her dodge animation kind of resets her position, but it can also be used to hold her in place.
Also in the first phase, if you shoot her, then you can actually advance her cycle. So if she's in like a bad position, you can move her to hopefully somewhere better.
A little bit better of a true Rover fight for Valient here.
Yeah, Valient is the Rover Whisperer. He just walks into people's chats and says, "Do Blade incoming," and then people get doubles. I don't know how he does it. He's a wizard, I swear. I am jealous of the N64 fire effects here.
Yeah, they are pretty cool. I think it was an upscaling issue when it went to 640 by 480 from the 320 by 240. There's some upscaling issue there.
Oh. Okay. For a second there, I thought Bam was going to miss the one cycle because he missed time 2 crouch stabs, but he was alright though.
And we'll see how Forest goes. I mean, a lot of the stuff left, there isn't that much time loss that can happen. But if you play Swampy over a longer course of time, then you can definitely lose a lot of time in Forest or in Ganondorf's castle.
Yeah, Forest is the secret run killer of this category. There's a lot of things that can go wrong in Forest, like Stalfos can just straight up kill you and ruin your run. You can fail like the damage boost to the courtyard balcony a couple of times. You could miss in the impossible jump, that kind of stuff. There's a lot of things that can go wrong in Forest, but
yeah, you can get trolled just trying to jump over to the first key.
Yeah, you can get absolutely destroyed by Warfoss if in the first area you're not careful.
But with runners of this caliber, I expect Forest Temple to be over and done with in the blink of an eye. I don't expect to see many mistakes from either runner in Forest Temple.
Yeah, ideally, yeah.
Hey, I gotta do my part, Smash, you know? I gotta make sure that I'm making sure this race is as close as possible.
I love that strat so much. The hookshot strat.
It just looks cool.
It looks cool and also saves time, which is fantastic. Shouts to CMA for giving us the idea to look into that kind of strat.
Yeah, for sure. Cruxer does not get trolled on that first key there, so...
Yeah. Sometimes on that branch, you can straight up not jump and just fall off. And it's weird. But yeah, shouts to CMA. That strat Hookus just did with hookshot. Well, we looked into that after watching CMA do it in the finals of last year's tournament, actually. We saw him do a strat similar to that, which we looked into if we want to be faster, but ended up being a one-frame side hop, which was terrible. And so Danny B worked on that and found that setup as well, which is excellent. Alright, Starfoss. Be nice. First one's not been an issue. First one's usually pretty free. Yeah, second one's the one that trolls you. I hate when they go to the pots. When they go to the pots, it sucks, because you want to get this health, but then they just turn their cuck blocking it.
Well, it looks like he was able to have his cake that he did too.
That was good, yeah. You managed to get both health drops and get the Starfoss. So that's pretty good.
Alright, now gonna be going for a ledge clip here for Cruxer. Gets it second try, not a big time loss.
Yeah. It's a weird timing on that ledge clip. It's like
6 frames after.
Yeah, 6 frames. It's a weird timing. It's a weird timing to get used to.
Yeah, most tricks do not have timing like that in this game, so it's definitely a different one to get used to. But once you've got it down, it's pretty easy.
Yep. That's a 1-frame boots equip there for that damage boost.
Valient with the extremely aggressive first Zalfos.
I love being aggressive with Starfoss. It's my favorite thing in the game.
Second one, not so much.
Ooh, Cruxer found the ground jump here, a little bit too close to the bomb. This should work though. Yeah, that's fine. Bomb counts are looking a bit sketchy for Cruxer. 7 bombs. It's kind of tight.
Yeah, it's gonna be 6 after this, but that still leaves him with 3 to get past trials. 1 for Void Warp and 2 for super sliding into Ganondorf, or into Ganon. So it's
I imagine he'll go for the. Just because his bomb count's kind of tight, I imagine he'll go for the Mega Size Up trial skip, which just uses 1 bomb. As opposed to the staircase hover.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense based on his bomb count that would be probably the smart thing to do, but you never know. If you're used to getting 2 bomb staircase hovers, like with getting ISG off of the 2 bombs as well, then maybe you go for that and just
He could farm BMOS, but if you spend time farming BMOS and that's time you're just wasting, and time in it you're just letting Valient catch up. So if I know Cruxer well enough, I know he'll just say screw it and just go for another strat instead.
Your Cruxer having a little trouble on this stall post.
Yeah, Starfoss control you hard. We see Valient equip nuts here. I know Valiant's a big fan of using nuts on Starfoss.
Yeah, they're pretty strong on this, especially the second phase of Solkos.
Yeah. I love using nuts on Starfoss, my favorite thing. One of my favorite things in the game. That was a very, very nice Starfoss. That was perfect Starfoss from Cruxer.
Yeah, second fight was perfect.
That was excellent. It's about as well as you can ask for. 2 nut drops just to avoid because he hasn't got nuts yet. Alright, so very nice. That's a really clean forest temple for Cruxer. That first Starfoss fight was a little bit trolly, but otherwise, pretty damn nice.
Yeah,
I
it's
see
a
that Valient
shame
gets
that
some.
this race had to become not so close just based off of Spirit Hover, but
It's like weird, like Valiant gets
wasn't
Spirit
able to
Hover
hear
twice.
his TV and the
Yeah,
Gwei got him
but
apparently.
also it's just unfortunate how it worked out that like the last 2 races that Valiant's been in, and like he gets Spirit Hover and then gets screwed by a Gwei. It's so unfortunate for him.
Especially because like if he had just gone for the hovers instead of waiting for the Gwei, he probably would have made it up high enough before the Gwei came.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's about a minute and a bit separating the runners still.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I think Valiant's actually caught up a little bit in the course of Forest Temple. Like he got better Twin Rover, and also his Forest Temple was pretty clean, so he managed to make a bit of time there. What does mean though is that we've got two lots of Lyra cutscene going on at once, so have fun with that.
Yeah, N64 doing the double save warp here, whereas VC would do a minuet and then a save warp.
Yeah, VC save warps are quite a bit slower than 64 save warps, just because we have to sit through the
Plastic
screen.
controller screen.
Yeah.
Well, if you're not a fan of spoilers, look away because the biggest plot twist, the M. Night Shyamalan of this
Shaman yeah.
of this entire game, is happening right now before your eyes. Then again, if you've ever played Super Smash Brothers, you might have an idea of who this mysterious Sheik character actually is. This part of the cutscene is a nice. It can be difficult sometimes coming out of lax to keep, you know, pace with the rest of the run that you've just put down because you've had such a long period of time after playing, you know, straight OOT for, you know, a good 20 or sorry, a good like 40-45 minutes.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you've got like a 4-minute break of just mashing, and it can be hard to snap back out of that sometimes and be, you know, at the top of your game come Ganondorf's castle.
Yeah, that's one thing I noticed when doing runs of Barrow OT is that I find myself getting less tired, even though I have no breaks in it, just because mashing through text is so exhausting.
Yeah, it really is. I've noticed too that my two main fingers I use for mashing are a lot like more muscular than like all my other fingers.
Getting that nice solid workout every day.
Exactly. I look at my hand and I usually use my index and my middle finger, and like those two fingers are like sizably thicker than the other two fingers on the rest of the hand. I mean, they're larger fingers, but still the mashing definitely does its job. Because when I compare it to my other hand, like all the fingers are normal on that hand.
I'm imagining like three normal sized fingers and just two just chunky, beefy, muscular fingers.
I need to get a spoon, you know. I need to get spoon strats going on in my life.
Shouts to ZFG.
It's ZFG and a spoon.
That hasn't been a thing in like 6 years since he last ran Majora's Mask.
Alrighty, so we're coming around to the end of this cutscene here finally. The runner's going to be getting the light arrows here, which is the main reason we've done almost all of everything in this run here, is to make this rainbow bridge happen and get these light arrows.
Yep, getting those medallions. All for that.
N64 getting to quick advance one text box there that has to do with the light arrows that that BC can't, saving all of half a second or something like that. Alrighty, so it looks like Cruxer's just making his rainbow bridge here, so we'll see if he's able to keep pace with the rest of his run come Ganon's castle now.
Yeah, I can't see him choosing to farm bombs here. No way in hell. A save, yeah, that makes sense. But farming bombs, no way.
Yeah, I would expect him to go for 2-bomb staircase.
He's going Mega Side up, by the looks of it, while he's moving towards this this wall here. Yeah. Last frame to good boots. Close one.
I like always get that last frame there.
Very nice. Apparently it's faster to use hover boots up the stairs, because you keep momentum.
Yeah, I remember seeing that recently.
Yeah. Saves a couple of frames.
Good dinos from...
Oh, very nice, yeah. Oh, that was perfect, damn. Those dinos can jump around and just troll you endlessly. That was really good RNG. It's like perfect RNG. You want to stick together close to you. Alright, here comes the next Star Force. First one's fine as always. Second one is gonna troll, looks of it.
Yeah, and you lost the cycle out. It picks up a new cycle out.
Very nice. The worst is when the Star Force is in the fire around the chest.
Yeah, and it just won't get out of there.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
I remember the one time I had hit him twice and then he ran into the fire and he wouldn't come out of the fire, so I jump slashed him inside the fire to get the last hit and then like recoiled backwards on fire. I was like, if you're not coming out, I'm coming in.
During the relay, I think it was CMA, one of his Star Force was like up on the chest and he got a nut drop. Oh my god!
Oh, this could be big here.
Oh shit.
This could put the runners almost neck and neck.
Yeah. I mean, Valient has to go for these Star Force first, but
Yeah.
that's a big thumbs for Cruxer. Oh my god. Alright guys, we got a race again.
Yeah, this is coming
know.
down to like rock RNG and things like that now.
I did say there was more race to go. It was not over
Yeah,
yet.
they're both runners in the same room right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 5-6 seconds apart from each other.
Cruxer
I'd say.
saw a jump slash. He saw a jump slash here. Hope he remembers. He remembered, good.
Meanwhile, Valient does not, so Valient going for slightly safer strats here.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay, we're good. He's through. Okay, now we're
Valient
neck and
with
neck
the
again.
swag quick spin there too. But oh my goodness, we have a nail biter on our hands here. Cruxer heard our prayers and or maybe it was the iron knuckle, either way.
Oh my god.
We have a close one on our hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
If Valiant goes for the
Valiant's-
Hess up the stairs here and gets it, I think that
Hess.
might put him in the lead.
Has to impress.
Has to impress, but also has to take the lead.
Has took the lead, but also he's gonna lose a good 30 seconds to lag in this last little section here, so
Yeah, that's very true, that there is a lot of lag at the end here, so no matter how much better he plays, he needs to play even
this is
better.
insane. I knew this was gonna be close. I knew it was gonna be this close. I thought Cruxer was in a good spot, and then Double Knuckles has just had other ideas in mind. Oh wow.
I think everyone, mostly Cruxer, but everyone thought that he hit that last stab on the knuckle there to cancel that vertical slash, and
Yeah, it had to have been like pixels away if I'm working. I guess units is a problem.
I think
Like
he
very
was
close.
just out of the range there, which unfortunate for him, but great for us, because
We get a really
nothing
close
like-
race.
quite like having a
Man.
a neck and neck race, especially right at the end, even if they are on separate consoles.
Yeah, this is like Valiant and Mika all over again.
And
Alright.
both streams are like perfectly synced up for me right now.
Yeah.
And to see like where N64 is losing a bit of time. Like
Cruxer actually took the lead slightly again in that cutscene alone.
Ooh, Valient getting trolled with the double hit from
Let's get the ISG.
Ganon.
Oh my god. Yeah, lag might decide this, I tell you.
I think it will.
Yeah. Cruxer just gained like 10 seconds on Valient in that fight alone.
Yeah, now mind you,
lag.
like a second and a half, 2 seconds of that was Ganondorf deciding to hit back
Yeah.
Valiant's shot there.
Unfortunate.
Now it's not over yet. I mean, Void Warp could happen. There's rocks.
Yeah. Rock
These
RNG
rocks-
might actually decide this.
These rocks don't care about your feelings, my feelings, Valiant's feelings, or Cruxer's feelings, so... You know, they might give us a race, they might
Oh my god.
mess over a runner here, or they might do absolutely nothing at all.
What if they both get rock trolled? Can you imagine?
And then it'd just be a who got
Yeah.
rock trolled worse.
Well, if it happens, then it means that Valiant has a slight advantage because Cruxer is lower on bombs, so he has less chances to go for this.
Oh, that's true. I didn't look at who got which hearts this run, so...
They both got Shadow. They
Both
have
got Shadow? Okay,
Yeah.
so they both decided to play it safe for this part of the run.
Yeah. It means they get by a rock once, they can still do it, but if they get knocked off, then they have to kill themselves to get back to full health. Alright. Here we go, boys. No fear under that shadow,
First
Cruxer.
round. Yeah.
Okay, looks like we're good. Cruxer. Valiant.
Yeah, Cruxer good.
No shadows. Oh, the shadow, but he's out
Late
of the room.
Late Shadow, though.
He's
so
good.
we're
Okay, both of them get it. Both of them out of bounds. And through collapse. Valiant looked a bit closer. I thought Valiant was going to miss it there, but I guess he was okay in the end.
He gets himself in a slightly weird place, though.
Yeah. And now, the question, we get the kiss. Cruxer
Yeah,
again.
it's his run
taking damage there.
invalidated.
It's a kiss for
Oh, gets the
Cruxer.
kiss, gets the kiss. He slid right into that
Val-
one like a smooth DM.
But Valiant is missing the first one. We get the second one though to redeem himself. He gets it, and with the bomb swag as well.
Pulls the
What's
bomb there. The explosive kiss. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, what's actually kind of awkward here is Cruxer got hit by a rock there, which might not seem like much because he's going to die to Ganon in one hit anyway. But now he's at crit health, so he could get a crit wiggle roll during the Ganon fight, and potentially screw himself out of position and just get wrecked. So
That's
that's something
always possible.
that's something to keep in mind there, that
Or
it
if you
might come
just
down
end
to
up
that.
missing a few hits, like you can lose a lot of time on VC as well. Like, I mean, it's definitely worse and more punishing if you miss it on N64. But
Yeah,
anytime you
definitely.
miss an attack on Ganon and Ganon spins on you, you can lose quite a bit of time to having to reset the fight, kind of.
Yeah, you have to back up and let him finish the attack before moving in again. Because if you want to play safe, if you want to go hardcore, you just roll through his legs again and hope for the best. But uh, that's kind of risky, especially in a race setting where you know you're advancement in the next round's on the line.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. I mean, there's still the super slide to go. It's very unlikely either one of these runners is going to choke a 2-bomb. Although Valient, I
Yeah,
could see going for
a one bomb.
a bunch of 1-bombs instead of going for 2 bombs. But
At this rate, you probably just go for a two bomb, just because he can't lose much more time.
Cruxer going for a nice side hopping 2-bomb super slide. Pretty
Nice,
much as
clean,
basic
safe
as it gets.
Yeah, very clean.
But that's
Brandon
what
going for the advanced for
you're not going to fail that, you know? So I don't
Brandon
blame
fails the
him.
first one. I guess the second
Goes
one though,
for a
he's good.
backwalking 2-bomb.
I don't know, if I had gone that ground jump into the cutscene, he would have been screwed. Because it means that he will have lost his sword. Very important you don't do that by accident.
Yeah, I think I've only done that once. You learn pretty quickly. You learn pretty quickly that you should just go for your super slide from further back.
Yeah, I must just throw in Shadow Mutant Aura here, just because it's what I do best. Bit of a trolly first phase on tail RNG Cruxer, but always good.
Yeah, I've always wondered if the tail really is like RNG or if it's like a swing pattern that we just.
I don't actually know. I assume it's somewhat RNG, but I could just be making excuses for myself and missing shots.
Cruxer taking this fight very clean.
Yeah.
One more hit and that'll do it. And this should be it.
Oh my god.
Oh, doesn't get it.
Oh my god.
If we had gotten clipped there, that would have
Okay.
been it.
Oh my god, that was too close.
This is gonna be it.
Cruxer's gonna take the sun.
64 loses way too much time on this part of the run.
Yeah. Well, this was one hell of a race.
Oh yeah.
One hell of a race.
Definitely is.
Valiant.
Oh my god. He even threw a nut at the tail there, even though the nut only does 1 damage.
Alright. Cruxer finishes first place with a time of 1:19.26 SRL time. Very well done, Cruxer. GG. And Brandon not far behind.
Yeah, just finishing off. Ganon now probably gonna have a low 120 for him.
This was a very close race. This was a very exciting race. I'm happy how this went out. Very unfortunate for Valiant that a Gwei pretty much just screwed him out of victory. Because if it wasn't for the Gwei, he would have won this by a good couple of minutes.
Yeah, definitely.
Very unfortunate, but...
And I mean, I didn't hear the audio for that Gwei. Like, from what I'm gathering here, you know, there was no audio, like no sound playing when the Gwei got close.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what causes that. Valient does finish with a 120.05. So definitely a great race from both runners here.
Well, regardless of the outcome, that was an amazing race to watch. I'm really happy with that. That was so close. Lots of ups and downs.
Yeah, definitely. And it proved to be pretty close. Come down to the end there. Just N64 not quite strong enough to take out the VC in those end segments there, even if both runners were, you know, tied. Tied when it all starts. The lag is just too insane on N64.
It does go to show N64 how much time N64 loses over VC in the last like 10 minutes. The fact that Valiant entered that Ganon fight like a good second ahead of him, and Cruxer finished the Ganondorf fight about 10 seconds ahead of Valiant. Just to show just how much it matters.
Yeah, it really does. But I mean, you do make up a lot of that time earlier in the run with other strats.
Yeah, for sure. It's why I love watching N64 versus VC races, because you get to see the big differences between them and see how they compare. It's very interesting to watch.
Yep. And it looks like shortly we should have Cruxer joining us for an interview.
Yeah. I like that we'll get Valiant. Valiant's a very reserved person. He doesn't really talk a whole lot, so...
Yeah, you don't usually hear Valient on a mic, so... I'm not holding my breath that today's going to be one of those days. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I saw Valient versus Cruxer in a rematch for the grand finals.
Yeah, it could happen. It could very much happen. But what it does mean for the bracket, though, is... Let's see here, shall we? Cruxer is going to be moving on to winners round 4, and go up against go against the winner of either TKC or Rosewater in round 4. And Valiant will be dropping down to face Judo Gerudo in losers round 4. Both interesting races. Should be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah,
Hey,
definitely.
Cruxer. Hello, Cruxer.
Hey, what's up?
How's that? There you go, man.
Congratulations.
Congratulations on the win, man.
Thank you, guys. A little bit unexpected, but
Yeah.
there you go.
It's amazing how close that was. I don't know if you know what happened to Valiant Spirit Hover or not, but
Yeah, I saw his chat in the race channel.
yeah, he got pretty screwed out of Spirit Hover by a rogue away. Very unfortunate for him.
Yeah.
When that
Nice.
happened, it was like ridiculous.
Yeah, we're still not sure if the audio cues were even playing from the Guay or not there, because I didn't hear any audio, and I don't think Valiant did either, so...
Yeah, it can be weird there. I don't know if it's a time of day thing, but something can be strange for sure.
Yeah. So overall, how do you feel about the run? I know like 119.25 is quite far off your PB, but overall, how do you think you played?
Yeah, it's a little over 3 minutes off my PB, but I can probably track exactly where I lost each of those minutes. My child section was really solid, actually. I ended up with like an 18:05, so that was really good. And to be honest, up to Minuet wasn't bad. It was going to Spirit and onwards that was kind of bad for me, so I lost a lot of time at the bridge going to Gerudo Fortress.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, and you.
So I lost a bunch of explosives there, and then had to do the other gate skip method, which loses like 15 seconds. And then it was fine. Spirit Hover was good, and interior of Spirit, I had to farm bombs quite a lot, and then I totally blew the hover to do the BK skip.
Yeah, that was the rough one to watch.
I lost like 45 seconds there.
Yeah, plus a bunch of explosives as well, which kind of came out to bite you in the last bit where you couldn't go for like staircase hover to get.
Yeah, exactly. But it wasn't too bad. The run otherwise, I mean, dying to Knuckles lost like another minute, so that was a bit trash. But
that made it a close race there.
Yeah, I know.
They were neck and neck.
I did it for the fans.
The fans appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm sure. But no, otherwise it was okay. Rova fight is kind of trashy, actually.
I noticed that once.
I got trolled a bit, so...
Yeah, you got robbed out of a hit. Like, she went around you and you couldn't get the beam on it directly. It was really...
Yeah.
And then they wouldn't even fire quickly again. Like, normally when you miss once, they fire again, like, almost instantly, and they just decided to just start the whole new cycle.
Yeah, I thought about 3 seconds on you there. But he's bad when he gets a good robot every time.
I mean, for a race, that's not bad. I mean, realistically, I think I got to be pretty proud of myself. Like, you know, this is a little over a year after starting doing all this. So to go up against Valient in a race and perform well is pretty awesome. I'll definitely take it.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, you've got the W now. You're going to be against TKC or Rosewater. Do you have a preference of which one of those opponents?
I don't know. Rosewater has a history of interesting races. That's for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
And TKC, I don't know. He's a bit of an unknown in this tournament because he doesn't really play too much. But then when he does play, he's very good. So yeah, it's either way. It'll be a difficult race. It'll be a good race, I think. If I can perform similar to this, I think I got a good chance. So yeah, we'll just see. I'm sure it'll be good.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting race no matter what.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and thank you guys for commenting.
It was our pleasure.
Appreciate
That was
it.
an amazing race to watch. It really was. There's
I'm
so
glad.
many points where like we're just like, oh crap, now this person's gonna take a lead, this person's gonna take a lead, and it spiraled out of control in so many different ways.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, and both of you guys were running like really solid neck and neck kind of throughout the whole earlier sections before the routes meet up. But we're pretty sure that they're like neck and neck, and then you guys both save warp, and you're within like 5 seconds of each other.
Yeah, I noticed.
Like
I noticed when I
Yeah.
was on the way to Gerudo Valley that we were like tied, and at that point, that's roughly where the routes converge again. So
Yeah, it
pretty
was around Eugen bombs and Valiant going again Hoverboot. I was like, I'm pretty sure they're like neck and neck right now.
Yeah.
And ended up you just stable exactly the same time. I was like, oh okay, they're exactly neck and neck.
Yeah, Valient almost would have had a massive deficit at the beginning of the race. He lost his map. He failed West Escape, and then when going for walking,
I forgot about that. Yeah.
His map disappeared on him. And
did he get stuck?
20 odd seconds trying to find the exit.
Oh no.
And
Yeah,
right before we're all about to be like, all right, throw in the towel, just take the loss and save out. He found the exit, at like 5:30 or something like that.
What a god.
Yeah, it was great to watch. Just him.
That's like the only.
mashing buttons.
Yeah, I feel like that's the scary thing about walking while talking. It's a relatively consistent way to escape with a decent time. But if you lose yourself,
Yeah, if you get lost, it's real bad.
Yeah, in a race, because normally you're like, oh well, there goes like 4.5 minutes of my life. I would have wasted those anyways.
No, for sure.
All right, well, I think that's basically it for us. That was an amazing race. Thank you for that entertainment. That was a lot of fun.
Thank you guys.
Yeah,
Thank you,
looking
ESR,
forward to
for
watching
streaming
the
it.
next round.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Zelspeedruns, for having us and hosting the tournament. I guess that'd be it for now. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back, I think, later this week with probably a stream of Chris versus Tixel.
Thursday, correct?
Yeah, Thursday, probably. I don't know what time yet, I don't think, but Thursday, Chris versus Tixel, and losers round 3, I believe. Round 2, I'm not too sure which one. But that's going to be a good race. But that's going to be a good race, though. They're both about equal skill level players, and that should be a lot of fun to watch. Until then, thanks so much for watching. See you guys later.
Take care.